We start with the latest COVID-19 figures coming out of Spain. It's recorded another 757 coronavirus deaths in the past 24 hours, the daily number of deaths rising for a second consecutive day. The virus claiming more than 14,000 lives in all. Now here's Sarah Morris, our correspondent in Madrid.
Figures show a second day of spike up to 757 to 14,600 deaths from coronavirus. That's disappointing news, Claire, because that's the second spike after yesterday's. And it, of course, those health authorities were telling us that the curve was flattening out. Now, what they would say is that if you look at the percentage rises, we're still a long way off what we saw for a few days ago. These rises of about 4%, particularly in the number of new cases, is still far down on the 20-plus rises that we were seeing about a week ago. So they would still say that this is probably due to the number of registrations from the weekend. Some of the regions and the hospitals delay giving their figures, and that this may be a continued weekend effect. Nevertheless, that rise in today's death toll will come as bad news, particularly because the Spaniards have been in lockdown for 3 weeks now, and they've been told those measures are working. But it's particularly sad for the families that lose members to coronavirus, because often they can't have family members with them in their last few hours. Now, the hospitals have been making exceptional arrangements to, for instance, allow people to phone their relatives at the last hours, but we can see considerable pressure still on some of those intensive care wards, and particularly in cities like Barcelona, that's actually had to halt incinerations for the time being, and say that they will do burials because the demand is such. Temporary burials they're talking about for 2 years, and then they would incinerate bodies. It just goes to show the pressure that the public services are coming under.